Millam, this is Greyshot17.
And Greyshot151 here.
And today we were reviewing Terror of Mechagodzilla.
Yes, when Godzilla's mechanical doppelganger returns to plague the humanity once more with the help of a gigantic aquatic dinosaur, the only hope to stop it is the love of a cybernetic human and, of course, the king of the monsters.
So, this movie, once again, interjects Godzilla.
Yes.
Even though it says Terror of Mechagodzilla on it, it's really Titanosaurus and a human story more so than Terror of Mechagodzilla and Godzilla.
It goes on the level of Titanosaurus, Mechagodzilla, and Godzilla in regards to like the tier system. And
humans above all.
Yeah, and that's the biggest problem with this movie. Again, we watched the dub because for us, we're watching what will be the basically what most people would tune into.
Yes.
Like if they're gonna pull up the sub.
There are differences between the sub and dub. We did like quickly view over the sub to see parts that for example, there's a whole like super long
montage which makes no sense.
They added on more footage. Like Jesus Christ, no! And we're like, we never saw this before, and yeah, it's interjected into it. It makes it worse.
Yep. But we're ignoring that for the sake of this film.
Yeah.
So for this film, the main human characters is you have an Interpol agents.
Yeah.
They're trying to investigate the disappearance of a sub that was looking for Mechagodzilla's body, because in a previous film, Mechagodzilla was basically thrown into the sea and blown up, and they're trying to find it, or at least the sub is, when all of a sudden it's destroyed. And they send an SOS about a dinosaur and things of that nature.
Yep.
So they're researching it, and what they, for whatever reason, look up is that this doctor, Dr. Mifune, said he found an undersea creature. Even though they're filled with a world that has tons of dinosaurs and
this is also 5 years, I mean, when he was disgraced or left, 5 years after Godzilla attacked.
Yeah, at this point, Godzilla would have destroyed Tokyo. Baran would have gone through most of the country.
Rodan would have attacked.
Mothra?
Maybe Mothra, I think.
No, Mothra was after. But still, there's like enough proof.
Bulgaria, I think?
I think it was 57, 58.
Yeah, so as long as it's 59 before, Angus would have showed up, right?
And whereas, Raids again, yeah, that would have happened.
Yeah, so it's like you have all these instances. So the idea and the seeds of the scientist character makes sense. The problem is
just bad timing.
In this world, it doesn't. It's like on paper, it's great, but once you insert into this world, it's like nah.
You're in a world where Godzilla exists, and no one believed you found another giant monster. Like, I mean, no. So it's this scientist who has this faulty revenge.
Yeah.
So he wants to basically get back to humanity for disgracing him and for causing the death of his wife, which is understandable. And I wish it would have been more of a scientist who found a dinosaur, but he was rejected, or like something else that wasn't just like something that did cause him.
It seems like they try to make this story a lot bigger than like adding the aliens and Terror and Mechagodzilla itself, where really you could have just had the scientist, the daughter.
Yep.
Maybe you added.
Titanosaurus though is kind of annoying with the.
You added some reason why the daughter can control the person. Doesn't necessarily have to be alien.
Because the reason why the daughter dies at a certain point. Spoilers, but the daughter died at a certain point because she was trying to control it, and
for some reason the aliens put Mechagodzilla's brain in her body, and it's just
like... Well, no, first she just controlled Titanosaurus.
Then
she controlled Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla, because she basically became what is Dragon Ball androids, aka an actual cyborg.
There's also a scene where it looks like the aliens purposely like set up for her to die so that way they could...
Oh yeah, they literally rush in as like this experiment occurs, and they're just like, we got it, and it's like... That seemed way too... And then the scientist was like, where are you going? He just looks at him and just like walks away.
Yeah. Also, you should probably be seeing your Jackson me doing footage. Unfortunately, with a recording issue, our audio got lost.
Yeah, so you just see our reaction.
So you see our kind of like reaction toward the end, or reaction while playing this, or you see the footage going. Like, for example...
You could subtitle it.
There's a moment where I freaked out, and then I told him to rewind it. That has not happened before, where I asked you to rewind the footage to play something.
Yeah.
And it was the Ode to Joy... Not Ode to Joy, sorry. The song from Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yeah, the trailer. Which, yeah, you were right. I was like, holy shit.
Ode to Joy is completely... It's something else. But essentially, it's the music from Godzilla King of the Monsters. So I'm like, holy shit, it's in here. It's a brief, like, 30-second... insertion, but it's in this movie.
Yep. Also, you have some cool shots of like Godzilla appearing out of the darkness and to fight Titanosaurus. You have some different shots of him, like them fighting with like super up close and like looking up at the monsters like in awe.
Yeah.
The problem is it's relatively short. Like there's a brief instance where you think Godzilla and Titanosaurus are gonna have this massive battle,
and they split more.
But they just like Titanosaurus just leaves.
Yeah.
More so like the final battle is kind of it's a decent battle.
Yeah.
But it's nothing spectacular, especially when compared to the Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, which I would say has more battles. It feels like a far bigger movie than this. Kind of feels more personal, which I kind of makes sense for the plot, but it doesn't work. They don't mesh. Especially Godzilla, who literally just appears to fight the monsters, which is this common thing in the 70s. But I think it's better used. I think the last good use of this is like in Grierson Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Gigan.
Yeah.
Where they take a while and show up. Or like Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla when he like shows up. In this movie, he just like appears, which does not work for your Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, no. But yeah, what are your other criticisms?
My thing though is the pacing. I'd say was actually pretty good. Like it was actually at a stable pace. Like it wasn't bored through it. It actually had some good moments, and even the inner dialogue. Like they had decent concepts. It wasn't necessarily worded really well. That could just be the dub.
Yeah.
But again, it's like the concepts here are actually not bad. There's actually a really smart scene where they're like, there's a guy trying to escape the aliens. He knows he's gonna die. He's like, I'm just gonna give this thing to hand off to.
That was super clever.
Yeah.
Like that was really clever.
We're both like, good job, movie. Good job.
Yeah.
But, and some of the musical choices is repeats. They don't use really much, if all, stock footage, except for like a few moments. There's some plot moments that don't make sense, of course. It's a Godzilla film in the Showa series.
Like the scientist sacrificing himself to save the Interpol agent that's shooting him.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, so it doesn't quite work. But I will say the strongest thing is Katsura, who is the cyborg. I felt like you actually kind of feel bad for her passing. Like you can kind of understand the situations he's in. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But she does kind of carry this weight. And the problem with this movie is that the relationship between her and the other guy, who's Gorobuki in Godzilla vs. Megalon, for like, you know, similarities.
Yeah.
Their chemistry, at least from, again, ignoring the fact that this is dubbed, you can sense that they appear, but there's no relationship built upon.
They instantly fall in love. It's like, what? Because like they have one scene where they talk and she's
and their common thing is the fact that both of them believe in the doctor that they found a dinosaur. It's just like, okay.
Which is, again, it's like, if you remove the alien aspect of it, you could actually have an intriguing story.
Yeah, there's a really good story about a scientist obsessed with the pride and everything lost, and transforming his daughter and, you know, twisting her to get revenge and killing her, essentially.
Yeah.
And someone else trying to save her that had just found. Like, there's a really good story. It's like Frankenstein-esque.
Yeah.
But literally you have a Frankenstein's monster.
We just saw a better version of this with Biollante. Like, a better version of a doctor trying to do something with his work, save his daughter, and
I would say the daughter, though, is better in this movie. The fact that the daughter being transformed in, like, her, like, you feel...
Well, it's different. I mean, like, yes, you're not going to see character acting from Biollante.
What I'm saying is you feel more for the daughter in this one than Biollante. But I would not say it's higher on the list than Biollante.
No, but Biollante is more twisted, if that makes sense.
Yes.
This one, it's
dark.
A lot more straightforward, like a
There's
Frankenstein.
explosions, people die, but people get shot up. Like, there's a lot of dark moments for a kid's movie.
Yeah, I know. I felt a darker sense of this film when I finished watching, because like we used to watch AMC films in terms of the Godzilla marathon.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, the soundtrack, I remember that from as being a kid.
Yep.
But, yeah, this is a film where it's fine.
Yep.
It's definitely not a bad Godzilla film. I think it's, like, middle tier. So if we're going to put it in our tiering system, where would you put it? It's not... Okay.
It's better than Mechagodzilla. It's better than Revenge.
Yes, I would say that.
Because the ending battle is by far better than Revenge. And I would say that the acting, again, the dub, obviously, we're going off of, but I will say you can definitely tell there was a lot of physical. You like the two looked like they were actually like there was a connection, and I will give it that. I don't think it was established, but I think there was a connection.
Now, here's the thing. I believe after that we have Godzilla versus King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yes.
And that's like the middle tier right now, right?
Yeah.
So and then we have King Ghidorah. This is a weird.
Do we have Shin above? Isn't the current
King Ghidorah, Shin, then Biollante and Gamera 2. So here's the weird thing about this movie. I think is better than King Kong vs. Godzilla.
Yes.
And here's my rationale. The human characters are better.
Yeah. I
think that this movie was not as boring as some portions of...
It was quick, too.
Yeah, it was a quicker movie. It's not as boring as, let's say, the King Kong vs. Godzilla moments, where there are some boring parts. Where our cat's like jumping on the corner.
Yeah, Tally's doing the backflips over there.
It's great. Also, we have another backflip guy, which...
Oh yeah, backflip guy. Great.
Thank you.
So I think this would go above King Kong and not above King Ghidorah.
I think King Kong, just retrospect, King Kong is a better legacy. I know that film started a bunch of stuff and really good, and the fight at the end is probably better than this film.
Yeah.
But this film has better pacing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have... I'd probably recommend this film probably over King Kong as well. Because while King Kong, yes, you have King Kong, it doesn't necessarily have like a lot of racist moments or really incredibly dumb moments.
Yeah, it holds up a little better.
Like, it's super... King Kong vs. Godzilla is super cheesy, but it's also a cheesy in a sense that there's certain scenes. If you watch that entire movie, God help you. This, as a cohesive film, yes, there's definitely stuff you're going to miss from the last one. But I feel like they set up the Black Hole Aliens where if you miss the last one, it's fine on this one. Yeah. So for a few lingering...
It's just they want to destroy the world and it kind of happens. Yeah, it's... Again... I would agree with you. It should be above King Kong, but below Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Because I think Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah is still better in regards, especially the emotional scenes.
Yes.
I think the emotional scene of Godzilla destroying the person he knew is better than Mezro dying.
They could have nailed it. Like, there are moments in this where they could have. There's a lot of potential here. But unlike Biollante had way more potential and then definitely nailed a few parts, but definitely, like, there's some parts that they kind of just... They go over very softly or like not really deep. This film, they have a lot of moments, but almost never they go real deep in it. It's all surface level. Yeah. But I appreciate the surface level of this film.
Yeah, it could have been... This movie could have been... scrap Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
Pull out Titanosaurus. And this could have been just a solo... I mean, you could have Godzilla in there, work him in a little bit better.
I think Titanosaurus would have been best. Also, I love how this movie literally starts off with Titanosaurus, this new monster, aquatic dinosaur, being super intimidating. And throughout the entire movie, he's just being a doofus. He's like the dumb monster that they threw in at the end.
He body slams a sub, misses, and hits his head off the side of it, or like...
But it absolutely makes sense why he's never in any other film, because he's too scared, too. But he's this intimidating brute who actually can go toe-to-toe in some instances.
But he's like naturally a very,
gentle
creature.
And it's like, I wonder why. If he's afraid of sonar, then every whale that's in the ocean's probably like freaking him out. He's like the crazy kid in Hey Arnold that won't get off his stoop. But he's really intimidating when he does. But he's just hiding there. Just like, make it end, please. Just make them go away.
So in any case, that's our review of Terror of Mechagodzilla. God. Now what is our next one?
Alright, so after Terror of Mechagodzilla, what do we have on the docket?
Our next up is Mothra.
Number 8 on our list.
Yes, the original... first installment, actually the first movie Mothra was ever in.
Oh, I don't know if we mentioned this, we're removing the 2 Frankenstein movies just because time. Maybe after King of the Monsters, if this still does well, we'll do them, but, well, again, we're...
Yeah, so yeah, we are going to be seeing Mothra, the original, that has the goddess of Infant Island, God, and, wreck the world. So yeah, we're going to be checking that out, so stay tuned.
I'm very excited about that movie. It's been forever since I've seen it, and I am very curious to see if that holds up or not.
I honestly thought Terror of Mechagodzilla would hold up a lot better.
I watched it back at the old house when I was sick on, I think it was HBO or Showtime or something, and I was like, wow, this movie's actually pretty good. No, I was also, then I think after that, I watched, not Leprechaun, what is it? Troll. The first Troll movie, and that freaked me the fuck out. I was like taking medication. I'm just sitting there like on the couch after watching Mothra. I'm like, what is this?
In any case, we'll see you next time, everyone, and yeah,
all right,
stay tuned.
Hello everyone, and before I go, I have a special shout out for Patreon supporters Ace, Joey, Mezro, jrchicklis, JustThomasPlays, Matthew Leppen, Ollie, Onlyplayapples, Rifle, Sam Smith, sgtMcPain, Streakingwookie, WhiteHotD, Aaron Yee, Jordan Savat, Leo Liu, Michael Persson, Nathan Angus, RASpawn, and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You all rock. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time.